Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. As some of you know from a previous video, I have been testing out different glues in search of a suitable alternative for art glitter glue. And I know that my opinion of art glitter glue does not match everyone else's opinion. My experiences don't match everyone else's experiences. So this review is strictly based on my experience, and the recommendation that I will make is simply based on my experience. My frustration with art glitter glue had nothing to do with how well the glue actually works. It does exactly what it says. It's a fast drying, it dries clear, it grabs quick, it's a great glue. But the problem for me was constant clogging. I had the metal tips, I have the steel pins, I have the caps, I have everything, and nothing solved my clogging problem. And the problem with the glue is once it clogs, it is next to impossible to get the clogging completely removed and to stop it from happening again. So while it is a very good glue for crafting, there are other alternatives out there, and I wanted to just go over my review findings with you guys and then let you know which glue or which glues I will actually be using. So I am going to start with this glue first. This is my personal opinion of this glue. It will not work for me. It is very, very low tack, doesn't grab quickly. I had to constantly massage my project to get the glue to truly adhere. It took me way too long with this glue to work my project. So this is one that I definitely will not have in my glue stash. This glue is a great glue. It does exactly what I need a glue to do. My only problem with it is that it's so thick. It's one that I will have in my stash, but it won't be my primary go-to glue. But it is a thicker adhesive and it will get the job done, but it's just a little bit too thick for my liking. So I can recommend this glue, but I can't say that it would be my first choice of glue. This one is almost the opposite. It's a little bit runnier, and yeah, it holds and it does dry clear, but it too took just a little bit longer to dry than I need for a glue to perform. So I could keep this glue in my glue stash, but it wouldn't be one that I would reach for often. But I can't say that this glue is not effective for getting your craft projects done. So it's one that you might want to give a try because it might work well for you. This glue is actually a pretty good glue. It does what it says. It bonds paper to paper in less than a minute. And it is a nice consistency. It works well. The one thing that I will say is the glue that I prefer over all glues, it's almost an instant drying. It's not less than a minute. It's pretty much instant. So this glue performed exactly as it said it would. It's got a nice little precision tip. It is definitely suitable for our crafting projects. It is one that I could go to and one that I would keep in my glue back pocket if I needed a glue in a hurry and I was out of my preferred glue. This Beacon 3-in-1, this glue, as you can see, I've used it and I've had this glue for a while, and I used to use 3-in-1 pretty much exclusively. It's a great glue. It's a gel glue, and the problem with it is it's very thick, and one of the things that I don't like about it is that when it comes out, it continues, when you're finished getting it out, it continues to ooze out of the top, which drives me crazy. It is a very, very wet glue, and it will warp your project, and it does take a little while to dry, but when it dries, it is strong. So now that I have other alternatives out there, I won't use this glue, but I cannot say that it is a poor performing glue, because it is not. It is very suitable for craft projects, but it is not suitable for paper to chipboard projects because it does warp the board. So this glue is not one that will be in my preferred stash anymore. And then this glue says it's the best glue ever. This is some great glue. And I won't say that it cannot be the best glue ever, but there's one problem. This is the stickiest glue I have ever worked with. If you get it on your hands, it'll take you forever to get it off. It sticks to everything, so whatever you touch is going to grab onto your fingers. When you're trying to work your projects, you've got this glue on your hands and you've got everything that you've touched stuck to your hands, so then it sticks to your project. It is a great glue. It dries very quickly, but it's just a little bit too sticky for me, and that's just a shame to have to say as a crafter that something is too sticky, because we want our glues to stick. But when you're constantly having to reach for baby wipes and trying to get the glue off of your hands, it really does slow down your productivity and your effectiveness. So this glue is not a bad glue. This glue is one that I would keep in my paper stash or my glue stash. This glue is probably comparable to art glitter glue in price, and it's only a 2-ounce bottle, so it is a little bit on the pricier side. Sometimes you can find it on sale, but it does what it says. And then finally, the reptile glue. Guys, I cannot say enough about this glue. It doesn't matter how many times I was testing the other glues. When I needed to finish my project, I found myself going back to the reptile glue consistently. And this is the glue that you have seen me using in these little bottles. One of the things that I like about this glue is the consistency of it, the ease of flow. I had these little bottles from a while back, and I decided I would use one to test out my glue because the tip on this was a little bit wider than I liked. So I put it in one of these bottles, and what I like about this bottle is that I'm able to hold it the way that I would hold a pen or a pencil. I don't know if you guys remember the old Dr. Grip pens that had that nice gel stuff around it, and it was easy on the hands. This feels just like that, but the beauty of this glue is it just flows out, and you guys have seen it on camera because a few of you have commented and asked what type glue am I using, and you've commented about how easy it seems to be coming out. What you're seeing on camera with the ease of this glue flowing is actually what I am experiencing. And one other thing that I'll say is, if you have any dexterity problems with your hands, a bottle like this with this glue just makes it so easy to be able to get your glue out of the bottle. You're not squeezing hard, it's just coming out. So back to the actual glue itself. This glue does glass, cardboard, and PVC. It also does plastic because I have used this to stick plastic. It also does metal because I tested it with my metal feet and it did that as well, and it held it. This glue, for me, is my new go-to glue exclusively. This glue in my crafting will replace art glitter glue. I did not experience the clogging. Anytime the glue seemed to bundle at the tip, all I had to do was poke it and clear the problem. But I didn't have to do that often. I could leave my tip off if I wanted to for hours, and all I'd have to do is come back and take my hand and pull up the plastic part or the hardened glue that may have settled, and it would pull everything else out. I never had a problem with clogging with this glue. It works just the same, if not better, than art glitter glue. It is half the price. It is a great glue, and so I'd like to be clear on this point. This is a non-sponsored review. I am not affiliated with, nor have I been in contact with, anyone associated with making this particular glue. I did not receive a discount, nor have I received any free product for my review of this glue. I found this glue through a random search on Amazon of craft glues, and I am very glad I did, because this glue is perfect for what I need it to do. So I wanted to make that very clear. And in addition, for those of you who love AGG, which is art glitter glue, I am not knocking your personal choice. I know that we are all diehard fans of our products and of our personal choices. And I am not saying don't use this, use this. What I'm saying is that for me, I will be using this in place of this. So that is my personal choice. But for you guys who find art glitter glue to be suitable for everything that you need it to be, by all means keep using it. I encourage people to exercise free will of choice in crafting. Use what makes you happy. And this glue makes me happy because it meets my needs in crafting. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. If you want to try this glue, it is available on Amazon. It is $4.99 a bottle. And like I said, you get a pretty good amount. And again, for those of you who may have any hand dexterity issues, I would encourage you to find these little tubes at Hobby Lobby. They may even be on Amazon, but I got them at Hobby Lobby quite a while back, because they are just so easy to use. And they just make it so easy to use with this wonderful, wonderful reptile glue. So there you have it, guys. That's my take. I am going to label the reptile glue the best craft glue for me. Y'all have a great day. Happy crafting, and we will chat later.